Wine makes us chatty, and we both have empty stomachs.
Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather.
Pancake titties, bitch.
I'm gonna piss.
Unique New York. Unique New York.
Surprise, motherfucker.
I was topless in Maria's bed.
Hi, Mr. Meat. Toxic bitch.
We need a little bit of sister bondage.
Hell yeah.
Holy
Oh, boy.
Oh, that'll put hair on your chest.
Down.
Can't touch this.
Nice. Great. Okay, now we're live.
Okay, so I saw this TikTok, and it was basically saying that the Gen Z, or no, the millennial / Gen Z version of a Karen is a Jessica.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, we all know a bitch named Jessica.
Yeah.
I know multiple bitches named Jessica.
Yeah, same.
I think Jessicas are actually worse than Karens, in my opinion. My personal, professional opinion that means nothing to anybody.
Yeah, I can see how a Jessica can be worse. I feel like Karens are ignorant. Jessicas are just cunty.
But Karens are upfront with their feelings, and Jessicas are shady bitches that will lie to you about it.
Yeah.
Straight to your damn face.
Like, be your best friend, but then fuck your boyfriend.
Yeah.
And then be like,
he loves me more. And I'm like, no, you're just another hole, Jess.
oh my goodness. All right.
This has nothing to do with the episode. Should we introduce ourselves?
Welcome back to the You Can't Sip With This podcast.
Welcome back to the You Can't Sip With This podcast.
Yeah. I'm Maria Sutton.
And I'm Casey Rogers. Thank you for joining us today. I'm sorry you had to witness that.
What a day it has been today. Hot,
She's spicy.
steamy,
Spicy
hardly breathe.
meatball.
Yeah, it is a spicy meatball.
Extra saucy meatball sub today out there.
It feels like you're swimming in it for sure. For sure.
Sub sauce or tomato sauce?
Yeah. Like, as soon as you step out, it's like, ooh, I dived into Nono's sauce.
Oh, solo mio. Anyway, it's like fucking 40 degrees. Have you ever gotten the meatball sub from Subway, actually?
No, I've gotten one from Quiznos, though. First and last time I ever tried Quiznos. Fun fact.
Good.
I don't remember. It was too saucy, too big. The meatballs were too big for my 8-year-old mouth.
That's probably a good thing. Yeah, Subway's like canceled. They found like no % of tuna in their tuna salad or something.
No, what is it? Just like cardboard?
I don't
Shredded?
know. And their
Probably
bread.
chicken.
Their
Sorry.
bread in whatever, like Ireland or some fucking country is like, we can't qualify this as bread. It's too sugary.
Oh, that makes sense. It's like pure white. Like bleached to the max. Refined.
Same.
I wouldn't say you're refined.
Okay, whatever. Anyway, Subway's canceled.
Let's just cancel everything, shall we?
Anyway, it's really fucking hot out. Can we cancel 45-degree weather in the summer?
I wish.
It's not even July.
It's not even fucking...
The dog days.
It's not even nice out.
It's the puppy days of summer, and my tits are sweating, and my forehead's dripping onto my tits.
Yeah.
And then it's just
I have
tit
to
soup.
use my shirt to wipe my face because it's so sweaty. Thank you. It's that time of year when you have to change your underwear twice a day because it's too sweaty. You could wring out your thong. Or is that just me?
No, it's me. I've never rang out my thong. Ringed?
Rang.
You rang out my thong, my underwear, but I can imagine it would be pretty wet. All around.
Yeah.
Inside, outside, on the top. On the butt, in the butt part.
Lord Jesus Christ. Well, you're back to work, right? So
Yeah, that's why I know so much about thong sweat.
Jesus. Well, you're inside most of the time right now, right?
Yeah, where there's stoves and fryers and grills and open flames and heat.
Okay, I'm not saying that's not hot. I'm just saying
Yes, I'm inside. I work inside. I'm not a gardener.
you're back to work.
Been back to work.
Yeah.
You're going back to work too, and I can't wait because then you'll get off my back.
I don't even talk to you. You're like,
Well,
I wish you would.
You heard it here first, folks. My best
Yeah.
friend hates me.
I start work this weekend, I guess.
Yeah. I guess Ontario's going into stage 2, whatever the fuck that means.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about
No, it's too much.
the
I'm done.
panini
Over it.
sandwich. I'm over it too. Like, can we just
Can I just
At least not talk about it.
Yeah.
Anyway, despite... Oh, wait.
What are we drinking? Let's start with that.
I know, I was going to say, like, despite the hot weather and then segue into something else, but I realized that that's not how this show works. The show is, based on what we're drinking. The backbone is the alcohol.
It really do be.
Speaking of which, Maria's having a sober cast.
Yeah, I just feel like a sack of potatoes.
Which means that she feels bloated and, like, doesn't want to drink.
Yeah. I just feel I've been drinking too much. And I'm starting work, so I gotta, like, stop being reliant on alcohol and whatever.
See, this is reliant?
Yeah.
This is what I mean. I've mentioned this in many podcast episodes before, that, like, you do fun shit, and then you get to me and you're like, oh, no, I'll just take a water with a slice of lemon, thank you. And I'm like, what do you mean we can't have fucking cheesies and alcohol?
Okay, well, I'm sorry. We don't see each other for, like, a week, so...
So you drink the other 6 days, and then on the 7th day, she chose sobriety.
Yeah. Sometimes I do.
Okay. Anyway, you're having a cherry bubbly. Respect. Love the cherry bubbly. It's my favorite flavor.
So good.
And I'm casually, like, really slowly sipping on a vodka soda from Muskoka Brewery. It's my favorite one. Peach and blackcurrant. I think I've talked about this one before. I'd be willing to drown to death if it was in this liquid.
Really?
Yeah, that's my ideal way. Or Swiss chalet sauce.
Ooh, like hot Swiss chalet sauce? Because that would burn you, plus you would drown.
Well, you know, like how people go in hot tubs in the winter and then get out and, like, roll in the snow and then jump back in? I would want it to be like that kind of situation.
Like with Swiss chalet sauce and then that?
Vodka soda and then go back into the Swiss chalet sauce and then just die.
Ooh, okay. Like hydrotherapy, but, like, with your faves.
Yeah.
Nice, nice. You know how painful drowning is?
It's probably euphoric.
No, I hear it's really painful.
What's the one that's euphoric? Freezing?
Freezing, because you kind of just, like, drift off slowly.
Okay, well then maybe I'll end in a frozen peach and blackcurrant Muskoka vodka soda.
All right.
Okay.
We'll send you off Viking style.
Speaking of which, I guess that segues into our episode topic, because we're going to talk a lot about
dying. No, I'm just kidding.
death today. For a couple weeks now, I've been asking Maria to watch Panic on Amazon Prime. And for those of you who haven't seen it, I'm sorry. There's not going to be spoilers, but there's going to be
mentions, perhaps.
Definitely, like, details from the show in this episode today, and as it's inspired by the show.
Yeah. I mean, if you haven't finished it by now, it's been out for, like, weeks. You should probably get on
You must have crushed it in, like, 3 days.
Easy. Yep.
Yeah, there's only 10 episodes.
Yeah.
We crushed it pretty fast, too.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah. I enjoyed it quite a bit.
Do you want me to give an outline of what the show's about for those who haven't seen it?
Yeah, go for it.
It's basically a annual game in a small town in Texas. I'm not going to give too much detail because it's, like, kind of unnecessary, where the graduate students or whatever, they collect money every day for, like, the 4 years of people's high school or something, and they collect it in a big pot for the end of the year, and in the summer they all choose, like, contestants that choose to compete in this, like, game called Panic, which is illegal.
Yes, and it's like a Fear Factor. If you ever
like
seen
Fear Factor and, like, Saw. I feel.
Yeah, kind of.
So they all compete, and whoever, gets through the most challenges or gets the most points for doing things that scare them or are dangerous or whatever, the further they go. And unfortunately, not everybody can win. So people every week, like, drop out kind of thing, because they either forfeit or don't have enough points to continue. Anyway, the winner at the end gets, the jackpot, which is, I think, like $50,000. So, of course, all these challenges are things that are scary or dangerous or confusing. And yeah, so that the premise of the show interests me a lot. It's not, the first of its kind in terms of creativity.
No, but it was interesting because it had like a thriller twist to it, where it, like,
there was a lot of good twists,
where it did, like, make you think this one person is, in charge of whatever, and this other person is the reason that this person passed away or died, and because a couple of kids the year before died, and that's the reason for this game is that.
Which makes it more, illegal, which makes it more enticing for cops to like catch whatever the fuck's going on. It's
a good show.
It's a good show
all around. Recommend.
It'd be a good book. I feel like it was a book.
Probably.
It is book. Yeah.
It is book. Yes.
It is book. I think book. I don't know. I can't read.
I'd read it.
I can't read.
That'd be so good.
Anyway, it's inspiring. My creative juices to go this way with today's episode.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about our fears and things that scare us in the initial stages of this episode. And then get into some hypothetical situations that Maria and I would put each other in if we were the judges of panic.
Yeah. This is going to be a little bit interesting.
Yeah, and Maria's going to be like, well, first I'd cut your fucking arms off. I'd roll you in bleach. I'd throw you in roaches. And then I'd chuck you in the river with nothing but a lollipop.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, great. And then
where's the real challenge? Yeah, it's not like torture. It's just like emotional or like moral
distress.
Like challenges, dilemmas. Yeah, risky biz.
Morals is a good thing to throw in there because it's not all just scary. It's like, should we be doing this or do we want to be doing this? We have, things at stake kind of thing.
Yeah.
So we have talked about fears.
Yeah.
In one of our earliest episodes, I think, of the podcast.
Yeah.
It was probably a rough episode.
Yeah.
But we did outline a lot of what scares us.
Yeah.
And we were very vulnerable in that episode, I feel.
Yeah, probably.
Because anytime you're sharing your fears, it's like, okay, who's listening to this and who's going to use this against me?
Yeah, I mean, so far, all 5 people that listen to it have not come up to us and use them against us. Thank you, Mom, for that.
Anyway, if you want to, hear more about us talking about what scares the shit out of us we can't handle, go back and listen to the Biggest Fears episodes from like a long time ago. Yeah. The oldies but the goodies, but also stick around for this one because I feel like it's going to get interesting and we're going to get mad at each other.
Oh, for sure. We get mad at each other at almost every episode. So that's great. Good for us.
But I'm excited. I feel like this could go in a lot of different directions and I hope you don't get too nasty and I hope...
Okay, let's just get on with it.
Okay, what are you scared of, Maria?
I'm scared of losing you.
Eat my ass.
Heights is my like number one fear. So I'm terrified. I don't even like roller coasters because they get really high and it's like it doesn't feel like you're really secured in for most of them. Mm-hmm. And they just like whip you around at extreme heights and I'm like, there's no extra anything. I don't like, like I would never, I don't know. The
flippity-doos and the uppity-downs.
Yeah, like I just don't like not being secure on the ground. So like looking over a bridge or like the CN Tower glass floor, like that shit doesn't bother me. But it's like if I had to like tight rope walk across something, like no thank you. That shit scares the fuck out of me. No thank you.
Okay.
Skydiving, no thank you.
Okay.
Like I just need to be secure on the ground.
So that's your biggest fear.
Yeah.
What's the runner-up, or what are other things? What's the supporting cast to that?
I mean, there's not like I don't have a whole lot. I feel like some people have like a fucking full ass list of them, but I have a decent. I think next would be, like either like swimming in a dark body of water, like a deep dark body of water. Not being able to see what's underneath me. But knowing it's like pretty deep and there's like sea monsters.
Like
yeah, just like toes. Yeah. Oh my god, I literally would die. Especially like if it were to be like at night. Holy fuck, like that shit is crazy.
I have a question.
Yeah.
You know how you can get those little fish pedicures that like bite on the dead skin? Would you do that because you can see it?
Yeah.
So it's just the unknown of the water that you don't like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like what's underneath me, what's swimming around me.
But you love the ocean, or no?
No, I like the ocean. Like I like clear water, see-through water. Like if I can see what's underneath me or around me, that's great.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay, I'm using this as
using some fuel. You getting the gears going?
I'm using this as intel. This is my intel stage.
Yeah.
I hope the listeners are also thinking of what they would do to you, or
Yeah.
they would set